can't think of a worse nightmare than being stuck on a nonchalant man. There's nothing worse than feeling like you are stuck on somebody who is not giving you attention, not appreciating you, not choosing you fully, not showing up for you, but you feel like, oh, I'm pining at the phone waiting for a text back. And if you're there, sit down, let's talk about this. We can break this pattern. The reality is, I've said it a million times, the emotional wounds that you do not heal will influence and impact who you attract and allow into your dating and relationship experience. And so you're attracted to people not just by physicality or what you see on paper, not at all. You're attracted by energy. And if your energy internally, if you're holding lots of emotional wounds, our body and our nervous system is going to seek out those people to try to correct that pattern. So that's how you end up being drawn toward these toxic people. When you feel like, I know better, but why am I doing this? Because the emotional wounds that you haven't healed are causing that pull, are causing what you're calling chemistry, what you're calling, why do I want him so bad? Because there's a part of you that thinks you are suddenly lovable if you get this difficult person to choose you, and it mirrors a childhood pattern. One of my past clients, I'll call her client A. I have a lot of client A's. A lot of their names start with A. I have a client who came to me because she was stuck in this situationship of multiple years, who only wanted casual, and he was willing to do the physical piece, but she was emotionally invested, and she could feel that it was making her deteriorate from the inside out, giving her energy, hoping he'd show up, was causing her to crash out, and it was a really painful experience. And he seemed pretty neutral about it. Why? Because he was getting what he wanted out of the connection without any commitment. Story for another day. But we unpacked this together, and we didn't just look at, okay, what's the dynamic between the two of them? We also looked at what within this is familiar to her and traced it back to childhood dysfunction. And we did that with a lot of love and compassion and slowness. And then I taught her tangible somatic-based healing tools to start moving through that wounding. I teach specific methods within my program, so you're welcome to use any method you'd like. These methods I find to be very effective for relationship healing. Then we also upgraded the mindset piece, the piece of her that wasn't registering healthy versus wounded partners and was therefore tolerating wounded partners because she wasn't seeing it, and called it out. And then we addressed the parts of her that were a little wounded, who were willing to play with other wounded partners. I'm telling you, this is not a guessing game. Attraction patterns are easy. It's the actual healing work that can be a little bit difficult and people avoid and they push away. That's why it's so important to have a roadmap, to have support, to have community, so that when it is hard, when the feelings are really big and you've never been that deep with yourself before, that you do have support and someone holding your hand and letting you know, it's okay. This is how the healing process goes. You're gonna get there. You're not doing anything wrong. Focus on this. You've got it, right? So over the course of working together over several months, she started to heal this relationship trauma. She started to see very clearly the situationship dynamic and how it was hurting her. And we built up her sense of self-worth and self-esteem and cleared that emotional wounding, so it was no longer influencing her as much. She had more awareness around it. She had more self-love and self-respect. She was no longer choosing people out of seeking validation. And she was very easily able to let him go. And then you know what she told me a few weeks ago? She said, Bria, I cannot believe I used to lose sleep over this person. And now I get the ick thinking about this because he's not healthy. He can't show up for me and I love and respect myself too much. We did it, period. If this is something that you struggle with, this is not a guessing game. You don't have to wonder, how do I let go? What's wrong with it? Nothing. We just need to do a little intensive healing work. You can do it. We learn an upgraded way to date and relate in healthy, empowered ways from a place of self-love and self-respect and empowered feminine energy. And things start to shift. You can do this. If you want support, follow me over on Instagram. I do daily stories on things like this all the time. Or message me if you want formal support and let's chat about how we can get you there together.